Hey now! What is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and this is my 31 days of horror movie reviews. And to be honest, I was not aware that this movie existed, that it was coming out or have come out, that it was in development, that it was even a thing that some producer thought was a good idea. I became aware of it because there was an ad on YouTube, because we all know how much YouTube loves their ads, like every 30 seconds. I shouldn't complain because I'm on here reviewing a movie on goddamn YouTube, but I am talking about Pet Sematary Bloodlines. This is a prequel to the remake, the 2019 Pet Sematary remake, that honestly was a piece of shit. It was not good at all. I can't believe, if we're just talking about quality wise, that they decided let's continue on from that continuity. And then I double checked and saw that 2019 Pet Sematary remake made over $100 million on like a $20 million budget. So, that's why. What's weird though is that this film is on Paramount Plus, and I know Paramount, they're trying to build up this streaming service. And maybe people like Paramount Plus. I don't know. That's not how I watch this movie. But I get it. You know, if they feel like this works, and if it does work, if it does get people to sign up for this service, more power to you. I'm not quite sure it wouldn't have been a smarter idea to just put this in theaters, because cheap horror movies are very easy to recoup a decent box office from, but they didn't do that. This is a 2023 film. So, like I said, this is a prequel. This takes place in 1969. Nice. And we follow the Judd character. And I gotta be honest, I'm not the biggest Pet Sematary person. I mean, I've seen even the original, I've only seen once. And I saw it a few years ago. I didn't grow up on it. So they made a big deal about this Judd guy being the main character. He's young in this film. But I decided to do some research, and I saw that Judd is a character that was not only played by John Lithgow in the remake. So that's who specifically, this is the younger version of his character. But even in the original movie, Fred Gwynne played a character named Judd. Same character. So even though this is connected to the remake, you could argue this is a prequel to the original as well. Same character, same name. And you're following how him and his family basically became aware of this pet cemetery, of the burial grounds that bring people back to life. Because in the original movies, even the remake, his character already knows about everything. He's the one who sort of explains it or warns people off. So, alright, I guess the idea of him being younger and finding out himself and him dealing with it, I guess somebody thought that was interesting. Now, look, I'm not going to say this is a terrible movie. I'm not going to say that this is the worst movie of the year. I've seen too much shit for me to lie or exaggerate and say that this is that bad. It's just not good. It's not that interesting. I was bored for a lot of it. I will say this. The acting is decent. The guy who plays young Judd is Jackson White. I don't think I've ever seen him before, but I thought he was decent. He was decent. I don't know if I would have focused this movie on his character, even though he has that connection to the... Like, I honestly probably would have had the main characters be these two Native American characters. Because for one, it would have been interesting to have Native American characters as the main characters of a horror movie. It worked out for Prey. And I don't know, I just think it would have been something different, something cool. I think the two characters, I'm talking about Donna and Manny, they had way more knowledge. Their family has way more connection to the backstory and to the history of this burial grounds, that I just think it just, story-wise, would have made a lot of sense. You could have had Judd be there as a tertiary character, but and also what they do with the Donna character kind of upset me for many reasons. Judd has a girlfriend named Norma who was played by Natalie Allen Lind. And I thought she looked familiar. I also thought she was very attractive. I looked her up and I saw that I know her from. She was in Gotham. She played Silver St. Clair on Gotham. And I instantly felt weird for being attracted to her because she was very young on that show. Thankfully, she's like 24 now. So that's what I'm saying to myself to make me feel better about it. In any event, I thought she was good in the movie as well. Henry Thomas plays the father of Judd, and I thought Henry Thomas was great. You know, we can say that, oh yeah, Elliot from E.T., the little boy, sure, but the last few years, he's done a good job of being in a bunch of horror properties that I just think he's been able to showcase some great acting. Henry Thomas has. And, the material maybe isn't as great for him here, but I thought he did the best that he could. David Duchovny, I think, had an interesting role as far as what his character does in this movie. It's questionable morally and whatnot, but you definitely understand where he's coming from. Pam Grier seems like she's just here just to be here. They didn't really know what to do with her. I didn't hate this movie. There was a couple moments that I thought was creepy, that I thought was tense, and I thought there was some decent gore. But there was one specific moment that almost made me just say fuck you to this movie. So the Norma character, she's at the hospital. She was attacked by a dog. And then later on in the movie, she starts getting chased by a undead character. And the dead character, is going after her. Not running, mind you. Walking after her like she's Michael Myers. And Norma starts to run up the stairs. And the character that's chasing her is going up the stairs slowly as well. Norma runs all the way down the hall, down a different set of stairs. So now she's back downstairs across the way. And the dead character that was chasing her winds up on that same bottom floor before she got there. How? This infuriated me because it wasn't logical. It didn't make sense. It was so far-fetched and goofy and dumb. And there was a couple more moments like that happened later on. And so it lost me. The third act was a little all over the place, and it already made story points that upset me. So that's why overall, look, I'm not going to say it's a piece of shit. I'm not going to say fuck you. I'm not going to say it's some old bullshit. I'm going to be generous given the handful of things that I thought was decent. And I'll say a Netflix and chill. Does anybody even Netflix and chill anymore?
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below if you too saw Pet Sematary Bloodlines. Maybe that's why Paramount Plus, they put it on there. Because they knew it wasn't really worth the theaters. I would have been angrier, I think, if I saw this in theaters. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later! Souls taken over by a devilish path. You got me walking on broken glass. Kicking down the door with a Jason mask. With a decked out machete, but you motherfuckers know it's heavy. Anytime you're ready, you can get you with a Bowie. Setting up to blow me, but the bitch don't know me. Who's going? I'm going. You know, I know that the man in the mirror is my next rival. Time goes and I never thought I'd make it so fast. Staring at the world from the end of my glass. Turned into a dark place, severed my brain. I done dropped out of class.